This message is for all artists. Whether you paint, you draw, you craft, maybe you design sculptures or mold things or anything, this message is for you. For me, 2020 was a spectacle of uncertainty and unconformity, often leading me down really depressing tangents, where I just felt like I didn't want to do anything. Not just like creating for my YouTube channel or drawing things, but some days I didn't even want to get out of bed. Small minuscule things felt like such daunting tasks at times. And it's not like 2021 is somehow gonna change anything, but I'm sending this message because it's easy to get discouraged with art, especially when you want to practice but you're uninspired due to the sheer weight of life, the weight of a 9-to-5 job, the weight of a real life variable that lives in your everyday shadow all day long. And sometimes you can't bring yourself to create and do what you're truly passionate about. Art should comfort you, it shouldn't burden you, Yeah, I don't know about you, but when I'm passionate about a design, sorry, that was my puppy. And I'm passionate about a design I'm working on, everything else can kind of compartmentalize. Wow, that's a hard word to say. It can compartmentalize, and I'm able to live in the moment because that's what it's about, right? Living in the moment and appreciating the art all around you. And I know that's kind of corny, but if you think about it, everything is art. That fridge in your kitchen, it was once an idea in someone's head to design it in that way, to have all those bells and whistles, with the ice maker on the door, all sleek and whatnot. Yeah, that was a blueprint at some point derived from someone's creative consciousness. That might have been a stupid example, but you know what I mean. But most everything at one point had an artistic origin. Some might even say the creation of the universe. But let me not get all spooky on you. Anyway, moving forward, don't let yourself get discouraged, by someone else's potential or their talent. There's always going to be someone better than you at anything you do, literally. Because I'm invested in a lot of online art groups on Facebook and whatnot, and I follow a lot of mind-blowing artists on Instagram. And often I feel like, what's the point? What's the point of even trying? Little Jimmy over here can draw an eyeball with his feet that looks like it popped out of someone's face onto a page. Aunt Peggy from Connecticut can make ultra realism with a toothbrush and ground up coffee beans. Old Jimmy Smith makes $100,000 on YouTube a month. I'll never get to that point. I draw a lot of cartoons and pop art and things like that, so when I see spot on realistic pieces, a part of me feels discouraged, But then deep down I realize I wouldn't want to try to emulate those styles if I wanted to. It would bore me. And not because, their artwork in itself is boring. It's because the magic is in the creating process. And I find that working with vibrant colors that blend, solid black lines and really just drawing characters that speak to me from when I was a child, that's what really I'm passionate about and what resonates with me. And that's what will keep my creative juices flowing. And always causing me to be passionate about what I'm making instead of worrying about trying to copy someone else's style that's unique to them. There's definitely beauty in all artwork. Just because someone can create, ultra realism or crazy Bob Ross style paintings doesn't take away anything from what you're able to provide. Because art is subjective and oftentimes very personal. So keep that in mind when you're on your artistic journey, and remember, you are an amazing artist, and for every amazing art piece that you see someone post, I promise you, for that one great one that you see, they probably have 100 ones that you don't know about. So this year, focus on making yourself happy, not by burdening yourself with another task like making art. Instead, do it because you want to. Post whatever you want. F the haters, man. Keep working and honing in on what makes your style unique, and work on amplifying your skills. You're great at what you do, and you have what it takes to be the best artist that you can be. Because after all, the only person that you're competing with is yourself. Your artwork can be viewed similarly as a distinctive footprint derived from your own consciousness. Just remember that. And another thing, artist block is a very real thing. Not wanting to draw is real. Don't guilt yourself because you would rather watch Netflix or play a video game, because then your creation becomes a burden, and we don't want that. I'm saying all this because it's often how I feel. I don't always want to draw. I have a lot of other little hobbies that I love to do also. But I do love art, but it's not always the first thing I want to wake up and do. So sometimes I feel like because I'm enjoying other hobbies, maybe I'm not as passionate about art, or maybe my skills will decay, you know? It makes me feel like, okay, what's the point? Like, literally, I feel like I'm selling myself short here. But then I kind of remember I just got to go with the flow, and it's not a race. It's not a race to get to, a million subs, or a race to be the best artist in the world, because like I said earlier, there's always going to be someone better than you, faster than you, smarter than you, prettier than you. It's all about living in the moment. I wanted to make this little video, for any artists who feel like they're struggling to find their creative process, or maybe they're being too hard on themselves. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if this was at all a little bit inspiring. Like the video if you liked it. Definitely dislike it if you disliked it. Comment down below. Let me know what you struggle with the most. But that's it for this video, guys. Until next time, peace.